family and friends. It's about 8:30. I forgot to check the time. I left my campsite near the shelter about half an hour ago, and near the road to Palmerton. The guide recommends taking the trail to a alternate trail rather than walking along the road because the road is so busy. I think I understand why, if you can hear the road noise, yeah. When I left this morning, there was 2 people camped at the shelter. So I don't know when they got there. Yeah, it rained pretty good for a while, and then it was more of a drizzle after that till early morning. The bad news is I think my battery pack is drained, so my phone did not get charged to 100%. So I'm going to be conserving battery power until I can get it charged, which I'm not sure when that will be. So there might not be too much videos for the time being. Okay, that's it for now. Almost 11:30. Why is it so late? Well, because I had to walk into Palmerton, had a big breakfast at Bert's, and then I did a little resupply at the Family Dollar. And that all took time, and it takes time to walk to and from Palmerton. It's over a mile each way. And I'm about to get to the infamous climb out of Palmerton, which is probably one of the more challenging climbs on the AT in Pennsylvania. There's probably more challenging climbs and descents in New Hampshire and Maine, but this is it for Pennsylvania. I don't think I've ever seen one case of this thing. I think they've ever showed the beginning. I don't think I've ever seen in the video the beginning of the climb up. So this is what it looks like right now. It gets worse. Let's see, but anyway, that's enough for now. It's 11:41. I'm partway up. I'm gonna check in a moment and see just exactly how far, but I thought I'd show you what view I've got from here. The climb thus far has just been steep. I can still use my trekking poles. Apparently closer to the top I need to go do some scrambling. Well, anyway, gonna rest for a minute. You hear me over the wind, but here's a little bit better view. It's a little more exposed for me. Came from this morning over more that direction. And Palmerton's to the right. As you can see the river and the other hills. This is the way I came. This is where I gotta go up. Well, it's 1 o'clock. I'm not quite at the top, but the worst of the walking is over. Now it's just a little rocky, not just bouldery. Anyway, since it's 1 o'clock and I haven't eaten since breakfast, I thought I'd have a little bite to eat. And collect myself, because that was not a trivial climb up. There's a few tricky spots where I had to scramble over stuff. I've been in slightly worse places, but not a lot. Okay, I'll check back with you later. It's after 1:30. Coming up to another, hopefully small boulder field. Just thought I'd show you the view. A little less civilized than the last view. The location, I thought I'd show you this because you don't see these kinds of views in other people's videos. next to this enclosure, which I've seen these kinds of things other parts of Pennsylvania. I'm not sure why this one's here. Usually it's to protect trees from deer, which these trees inside look pretty young, so I'm guessing that's the same here, but who knows. Anyway, the trail goes this way. It's like after 2 o'clock. Just another one of those views that you don't see normally in a video. There's the blaze ahead, trail. I don't know what's up with all this. Okay, I gotta keep pushing on. It's a power line view. Let me show you the view first. I don't know if you can hear the crackling of the wires. It's high voltage. It's always a little strange to hear that when you cross under these things. I don't usually see two lines. I'll tell you right now, it is very intimidating being right here with these sets of wires. By the way, I'm also pleasantly surprised the AT didn't decide to go over to those rocks. Anyway, I gotta keep pushing on. It's almost 5 o'clock, and you're probably wondering, what the heck am I doing now here? I just had dinner. On the Far Out app, there was some directions to take a short herd path off of AT to get to the Slopeside Bar and Grill, which is part of a ski resort. Obviously, the ski resort isn't working right now. So I've had my dinner. And filled up my water bottle, so despite this section being fairly dry, I am all set on water for a while. So I just have to hike a little bit, find a decent camp spot, and I'm all set. It's a little chilly though, and it's cloudy. So I'm hoping the weather isn't turned sour. But anyway, I'm well satisfied for the moment. I'll get back to you when I get to a campsite. Well, I'm just going to do a little end of the day wrap up here. It's 7 o'clock. I'm all set up. Obviously, I didn't have to fix myself a meal once I got to camp, but that aside, I had to do everything else. Today was an interesting day. Starting out, having to walk into Palmerton, having breakfast at Bert's, which was good. Got a nice big breakfast there, and I walked down to the Family Dollar and buy a few things I needed. Before I got to Delaware Water Gap. Climb up out of Palmerton was a little interesting. A few tricky spots that would have liked a little bit more help with, but otherwise, it took a while, but I did get up to the top. And walking along the ridge, and then of course I had known about it for the last day or two. Far Out's directions how to get to the Slopeside Bar and Grill, so where I had dinner, and that was a good dinner. I liked having that, and walked a little bit for another hour or so afterward to this campsite. I've got a little less than 30 miles now to go to Delaware Water Gap, so I've got 2 full days ahead of me. The challenging part for tomorrow will be getting water. I got water at the restaurant, but that won't last forever, so I'll have to find water sometime tomorrow. And hopefully it'll be a good day. Have a good night.